Hello, this is Michael Wojcik with a Rochester City Council update for May 16th, 2016. A few different items to go through, a fairly quick meeting today. I can't say we accomplished a whole lot, but we plowed through some things. A couple things that might be of interest to you. We had originally had a floor that we were going to lease to Cardio 3. Now they have a new name. Basically, that lease is going away, and in its place, Mayo is taking back that fifth floor at a rate of $17 per square foot, which I thought was a pretty good rate for them, but at least we have the certainty through the end of the financing for the building. We're moving ahead with the consultant to do the historic renovation of the Chateau Theater. That went ahead tonight. City took some actions on the intersection of 55th and 41st Street. I just didn't vote yes or no for that one. I just kind of stayed out of it because I have been requesting some information on some private party agreements, and staff has not yet provided me for them, so I don't have a position on the project until I get my questions answered, and as of yet, that has not happened. Interesting thing, we had a contract for some pavement markings that came through, and what's so frustrating about this is this had to do with some places that were some pretty critical gaps in the bicycle pedestrian system, and there was no discussion with these markings, which are kind of semi-permanent markings, with CUDE or the Energy Commission or BPAC or We Bike Rochester. They were just going to basically cement in what's an unsafe situation in a few locations right now. That was pretty frustrating, so at least I got that tabled for a couple weeks, and there's 3 spots in particular that I'm hoping we can maybe do some prototyping and do something that's a little bit safer than what's being proposed. I mean, one of the 3 I got ran off the road by a Cadillac Escalade with vanity plates because she was mad that I was riding in a bike in a vehicle lane. So it was pretty kind of a frustrating situation to see that just come through with no review from anybody. So hopefully we can get something done. Another one was out in the Country Club Manor area where I really want to improve connectivity from that neighborhood to the greater city trail system. We had taxi cab fees were up for renewal and essentially didn't go anywhere. Part of the thing is Yellow Cab, one of the 2 taxi cab companies here in town, basically lied to the city council when they came in last time. They asked us for some higher rates because the drivers were having a hard time making it, and we went ahead with that. And what Yellow Cab did, not Med City Taxi, but Yellow Cab, they decided that they would take the increased rates and then they decreased the percentage of revenue that was going to the drivers. Obviously, that upset Bilderback, and what upset him even more is that he got the runaround from the staff. And I saw right through the BS and outed the guy right at the city council meeting, and he wouldn't even give a straight answer to what he did. But certainly the Yellow Cab has not made many friends on the city council with their behavior. The trails, we had a bundle packet of basically some gaps in trails. There are basically 5 little spots where we're putting in trails that are missing segments, a couple in the northwest, one out by 18th Avenue and Overland Drive, a little bit of West Circle Drive, and a little chunk down in the southeast. All told, it comes to $1.7 million, but basically it's closing some rather significant safety gaps in the system, so that's a good thing overall. Had a GDP come through for a development and extension of Fieldstone. Basically, more suburban sprawl, more cul-de-sacs that will be forever subsidizing for the rest of our lives. And I think the city council is getting close to the point where we're going to be hearing the fiscal ramifications of what it's been to build more infrastructure than we can afford to maintain. And it's not going to be pretty, and it's going to be the biggest tax increase in the history of Rochester, Minnesota, if we're going to get back on par with where we need to be. And I've been opposing, unsustainable development for 8 years, and I'm going to continue to do so. And I think the data bomb is about to be dropped on us with just how bad of a situation generations of leadership in Rochester have created for ourselves, and it is ugly. Food trucks. Food trucks were back again. The mayor's veto. We were 1 vote short of overriding the mayor's veto. 1 or 2 votes short. 2 votes short. Council President Staver and Ed Ruska voted against overruling the mayor's veto, so we didn't have enough votes because Sandra was missing. Then we played this ridiculous, silly game of how much should the fees be, and after 4 or 5 resolutions, then we finally set the fees at, I want to say, $1,250. The whole thing is silly, and I kind of made a snarky remark after we were done. It's like, wow, now that we've got food trucks taken care of, we can get to affordable housing, because we ain't doing a whole lot on that particular issue too. But something that shouldn't be this complicated. It's just frustrating how long it takes to get things done in this city. We're so, it's like we pride ourselves in being two decades behind other cities. It's kind of a frustrating thing, and I know that a lot of you are frustrated as well. And I'll keep banging my head against the wall so you don't have to. Um, um, Lastly, got an apartment building came through in the Uptown area, a 29-unit building. Some site complexities that are completely beyond the control of the developer, but I do hope that between the preliminary and final plat, they're going to come back with a significantly more enhanced entrance to the building, and also try and do some things with some sidewalks, but they need some cooperation from MnDOT to make that happen. And frankly, based on my own experiences, I don't think that's going to happen. And then there's 4 surface parking lots that are kind of in the front of the building. It'd be really great if they could get rid of those 4 parking spots. I really don't think they need them, but it is what it is. But it would be great if we could just find a way to make those things go away. But ultimately, I encourage density in this area. I want to see density on the order of what we call a floor area ratio of about 1.5. This building's coming in at less than 1, so it's not really pushing the envelope in any way. And it's a good, solid project. I think it'll fit in nicely in the area. And the most important thing is the developer went out of his way to work with the surrounding neighbors, and we're trying to address some neighborhood drainage problems at the same time. So, those that work in good faith with the neighborhoods always, always tend to get a favorable review from those of us that pride ourselves in trying to give neighborhoods voices, and that's certainly what I'm trying to do. So there you have a bunch of little things that happened, hoping to get things going on some affordable housing, and I want to do something, don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but I really hope that we can do something to commemorate. It's going to be 10 years since Ariana McNamara was killed on West Circle Drive, and really we've done nothing to improve the horrible safety issues in that area in the last 10 years. And I'm working with some county staff behind the scenes and with some neighborhood leaders out there to try and come up with something that's going to create a much more safe pedestrian environment for the Country Club Manor area. In particular, that area out there, that neighborhood is bigger than the city of Stewartville, and they have not a single safe connection to the rest of our park and trail system. And we've just got to address that. It's too important. There's an elementary school out there, Harriet Bishop. There's a number of great ideas that we have for making it happen. I don't want to go another 10 years doing nothing, and I hope that we can get the county to come around on some of these ideas too, because we need their partnership. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you again next time.